Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Now, we're going to get this Bible prophecy, this prophecy about World War III. And World War III is going to be the last war in the Bible. So we're going to go to Zechariah, the first chapter. Zechariah, the first chapter. He seen a vision of World War III. Now, let's see. Zechariah, the first chapter, starting at verse 18. And the subtitle say, The 10 Visions, the 4 Horns. Verse 18 say, Then lifted I up my eyes and saw, and behold, 4 horns. 19. And I said unto the angel that talked with me, What be these? And he answered me, These are the horns which have scattered Judah, Israel, and Jerusalem. Now the next subtitle says, The 10 Visions, the 4 Carpenters. Verse 20. And the Lord showed me 4 carpenters. 21. Then said I, What come these to do? And he spake, saying, These are the horns which have scattered Judah, so that no man did lift up his head. But these, speaking of the 4 carpenters, are come to fray them, to cast out the horns of the Gentiles, which lifted up their head over the land of Judah to scatter it. So pretty much, these 4 horns is the ones that had Judah in captivity, and they scattered Judah amongst themselves and amongst other nations too, when they put Judah into captivity. Now when you go to the second chapter, verse 7, it lets you know who these 4 horns consist of, and what is they're talking about when it comes to the 4 horns. It says, Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwelleth with the daughter of Babylon. So these 4 horns is the daughter of Babylon. And the 4 carpenters is going to be the ones that fight against the 4 horns, the daughter of Babylon, Babylon the Great. Because it's not talking about the Babylon, it's the daughter of Babylon, meaning the Babylon after that Babylon. And it's talking about America, because this is the only slavery known to man where the nation was scattered around, and most of them ended up right here in America in the Atlantic slave trade. And World War III is going to pop off because they're going to get spiritual powers. So that's why he say, Deliver thyself, O Zion. They're going to get spiritual powers and be able to also deliver themselves. And the Lord is going to deliver some, because that's why his name is Yahushua, who they even call Jesus Christ. Yahushua means to save or to deliver. So he's going to deliver Israel, the Israelites also, the elect Israelites. But these 4 carpenters, they're going to be freeing this Babylon the Great, daughter of Babylon, who had the Israelites in captivity. Now, let's see here. We got another verse going with the World War III. Now, World War III is also in Joel. Hit Joel. Well, you know what? Let's get Ezekiel. Let's get Ezekiel 38, Ezekiel 38, starting at verse 2. It says, Son of man, Ezekiel 38, verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against Gog and the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshash and Tubal, and prophesy against that. See, this is the prophecy about World War III. It says, verse 3, and say, Thus says the Lord God, Behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. Okay, now this is talking about Russia and their allies. And Russia is in the land of Magog. So, when you look at verse 4, it says, And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army. Okay, so he's gonna bring an army forth. You see, now let's jump down to verse 5, not to bring out this not only Russia. Verse 5 say Persia, that means Iran will be with Russia when they draw them out. Ethiopia would be with them, Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Verse 6, Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters and all his band, and many people with thee. So these are the people that the Most High is going to assemble together to attack Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, Babylon the Great, America. Now let's get Joel and see what Joel, how he breaks it down. Joel, and let's get this daughter of Babylon real quick. In Obadiah 1, it says, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom, that's America and the European nations. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise, yeah, and let us rise up against her in battle. So that's what the hooks is all about. The hooks is drawing these other nations to battle against Babylon the Great, America, and the Edomite nations. Now let's get Joel. Joel, the 3rd chapter, starting at verse, let's see here, starting at verse 9, it say, Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all men of war draw near, let them come up. So that's what the ambassador is going to do. He's going to tell these mighty men and these Gentiles to prepare for war, because the prophecy is being fulfilled. Verse 11, in Joel chapter 3, assemble yourselves and come, all you heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. And when you translate this verse, I'm reading the King James, and when you go into the Hebrew, the bottom of this verse say, there, gather yourselves round about there, and bring down the mighty kingdom, O Lord. Because that's what these other nations is going to do to Babylon the Great, America, who put in the Edomites. When you look at verse 6, it say the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians. So it's about the putting the Israelites in captivity, so they're going to punish the people that was involved. The Tyrians, Zidon, and Palestine in verse 4, they're going to be some of the ones that's getting punished and getting the recompense, the payback. And the Edomites, who were the Grecians, they getting the payback on them. But to restate that verse 11 in Joel chapter 3, it says, assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen and gather yourselves together round about. That's the same thing he told them in Obadiah verse 1 concerning the Edomites. And it said, there uh, bring down the mighty kingdom, O Lord, the mighty kingdom of the Edomites, who's ruling over all the heathen. You see, and so that's what's going to go down in World War III in the midst of uh, Israel getting, the elect of Israel getting spiritual powers and Yahweh cracking that sky to deliver them. But I'm going to leave it there. All praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shah, Bashem and Kakadash. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. The kingdom is at hand. Shalom.